started learning about the combustion. So we came to know what is combustion and what are combustible substances. In that we also had learned about the inflammable substances along with the ignition temperature. Today we will see how to control the fire if somewhere the fire has outbroken. So you might have heard the cases where fire has broken out, right? So what to do? The first thing that we will do if we saw a place where the fire has broken out, so what we will do? We will suddenly call the fire service, and what the fire service will do? They will send the fire extinguisher, and the fire extinguisher they will cut off the spreading of the fire. But how does all it happens? So fire, what is meant the fire extinguisher? Fire extinguishment. So fire extinguisher. The term extinguisher. So extinguish means to cut off. Okay, to cut off or to end, to put an end. Or stopping it from spreading, to destroy. So what this fire extinguisher man they will do? They will destroy the spreading of the fire. That means they will put an end to the spreading of the fire. So that's nothing but the fire extinguisher. But how actually the fire, the spreaded fire, the flame, it will get stopped? We already know that to lit a flame. So if we want to make a combustion, so there must be the presence of three things, that is oxygen or air. Okay, oxygen, that means air, and there must be the fuel and heat. So these are the three basic requirements if we want to, if our fire wants to break out, right? So what this fire extinguisher man will do, they will cut off either any one of the supply among these. Okay, either they will cut off the supply of the air, or they will cut off the, or they will destroy the fuel, or they will cut off the supply of the heat. So or they will destroy all the three things at once also if the fire is so heavy. Okay, but how does actually all this process happen? And do the fire extinguishers use the same process? They will use the same technique for all kinds of the incidents that has caused because of the spread of the fire? So let's find out for the answers of these questions.
Let us see how the fire can be cut off. So as we know, fire needs oxygen, air, heat and fuel to exist. However, it can be extinguished by removing any one of it. We have seen firemen throwing water and the fire gets extinguished. Water brings the temperature of the combustible material below its ignition temperature and cut off the supply of air. But water is not a good extinguisher for electrical or oil fires. For electrical and oil fires, it is best to use carbon dioxide as an extinguisher. Carbon dioxide will be heavier than oxygen. So carbon dioxide covers the fire like a blanket, due to which contact between the fuel and oxygen gets cut off. Methods of putting out fire. Fire is a good servant but a bad master. Despite the best of care, fire sometimes breaks out in homes, schools, forests, theaters, slums, etc. Not only is there extensive destruction of property, but often many precious lives are lost in fire accidents. Thus, the methods of extinguishing fire are very important. What are the steps to be taken for putting out a fire? Break the contact of the combustible substances with the fire. Stop the supply of the supporter of combustion. Cool the burning substances below its ignition temperature. Sand and water are thrown on burning matter to extinguish fire. Sand covers the fire and cuts off the supply of air. Water cools the object and brings its temperature down. Water also cuts off the supply of air, the supporter of combustion. Fire extinguishers. So we have seen fire extinguishers kept in schools, theaters, hospitals, business places, etc. Fire extinguishers are devices used to put off an accidental fire. They are painted red for easy identification. Let us now consider the various types of fire extinguishers that are effective for different types of fire. Sodium bicarbonate fire extinguisher. It consists of a large cone-shaped steel vessel containing a strong solution of sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3 or sodium bicarbonate. The bottom of the vessel is fitted with a metal punget and the bottle of concentrated sulfuric acid. When in need, bang the knob or punget at the bottom. It breaks the bottle containing the acid. The acid reacts with sodium bicarbonate solution, producing carbon dioxide which comes out through the nozzle and puts out the fire. Sodium bicarbonate plus sulfuric acid gives sodium sulfate plus oxygen plus carbon dioxide. That is 2NaHCO3 plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O plus 2CO2. Liquid carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. Soda acid type is very effective as a household fire extinguisher. A cross section of fire this extinguisher is shown in figure. A strong solution of sodium bicarbonate is kept in a metallic container, just above which a bottle of concentrated sulfuric acid is positioned. When the knob is struck, acid bottle breaks and sodium bicarbonate solution comes into contact with the concentrated H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. This produces CO2 carbon dioxide, that is 2NaHCO3 plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O plus CO2. The carbon dioxide produced is ejected at the nozzle under pressure together with the solution in the container. The carbon dioxide smothers the flame, whereas the water has cooling effect on burning material.
And that was about how we can control the fire. So today we shall end up our class here, and the further content will be continued in the next class. The class will be about the types of combustion. Okay students, thank you.